What are we doing here? 20 feet straight ahead. Drop it straight on their noggin. There is a big old crappie sitting in the top of that. And let's watch him not do it. Why do you say? Oh, he ate it. So far it's not seeming so good, but the wind's up a little bit. It's more difficult to keep things straight. And then I did wear this spot out the other day. Came out here, fished for this same amount of time, didn't catch anything. Put the camera up about the time I did today. Then I immediately caught just a couple little ones. This is how it was the other day. I didn't catch anything, and at about 7:30 or so, I finally caught a fish, a keeper. Immediately I sit down, there's more bait swimming around. So the boat is getting blown and it's actually pulling that bait through faster. I think that's keeping a lot of them from biting. I mean, you gotta have it just dead still in there for them to eat if that's what they were, if they're like they were the other day. So I'm gonna try to get a little bit closer, and I'm sure these waves hitting the boat are gonna get them all spooked. But maybe there's one that's kind of dumb and will let me do it. Oh man, that is a big one, buddy. Big old crappie. He's pulling drag, man. Whoop. Yes sir, buddy. Come here, bub. Ooh. Yep. Broke my line, buddy. Yeah, it's looking up. What I say, hour and a half. All right, I ain't gonna keep a lot today. If I can find the bait. I mean, there wasn't a lot of bait or anything there, so I need to get, I need to find the life. Whenever I find all the stuff around, that's it. Last time it was a lot easier because I had the Thermocline there. I could see it very well, and just right where the bottom would come up out of the creek channel and that Thermocline meet, anywhere that there was a stump where those things met, I was catching fish. So it was it was much easier. It was much easier to deal with. Get up here. Okay, so this is kind of what I was doing the other day right here. This is it. I don't know if there'll be fish on it, but where you can see that Thermocline at about 12 feet today. It intersects the bottom there, and there's just a bunch of fish, and hopefully there are a couple crappie in there. Well, he'll keep. Oh. And that one felt a lot bigger because he's helicoptering towards me. That's a better fish. He ain't giant, but he'll keep. He's about 11. You can keep them in any size out here, but I don't really like messing with them unless they're, at least 10, because Lord, trying to fillet those can be a real pain, man. It's a better fish, no. Now that's close. Yeah. That's a better one. Finally. Right in the top where, and he ain't a giant, but he'll keep. It's a tough day today, man. Really having to work for him, dude. Really having to work for him. What are we doing here? 20 feet, straight ahead. Drop it straight on their noggin. There is a big old crappie sitting in the top of that. And let's watch him not do it. Why do you say? Oh, he ate it. There it is. Okay, so this trip was not as successful as the last one. I caught 20 to 25 fish, ended up keeping about 6 of them just for a couple dinners for the family. The biggest difference between this time and the last time, when I figured that I kind of finally got them figured out, were the conditions, right? The wind was a little bit worse. It kind of rained on me there for a little bit, and it was a lot cooler, which was nice. But I was curious to see if that same summer pattern would produce, and I think it did. I think kind of the problem I was having was that wind was blowing the boat. The waves were slapping the bottom of the boat and kind of spooking some fish, so it was harder for me to get as close to them. And when I did, the nose of the boat was kind of getting blown around a little bit. So it's actually making that bait move a little bit more and make it more difficult for those kind of finicky fish to get an opportunity to bite. Because if you can hold it in front of them long enough, one of them will come up and eat it a lot of the time. And in this instance, I was having some more quality fish kind of work up to bite, and they would either not fully commit or they would kind of just nip the tail. And I missed quite a few of them doing that, and you can see that on some of that ActiveTarget footage. So my takeaway is that I don't think necessarily that the pattern changed. I don't feel like it did. I think that the conditions were different, and so my ability to execute that pattern was just not as good. It was still a successful day, but I think that's kind of what the problem is. So I think, that'll work. You guys should try that out on your home lake. I've got the lure and everything, the jig and the size and all that stuff in the other video. So feel free to check that out, and y'all should try that. You should try that at your home lake. I think it could work well for y'all.